What? Welcome, friends, to Sock. No. This is a ratchet, not a socket. I'll have to make a new intro later. Today we're looking at some unusual ratchets. These are the Wobble Head ratchets from Astro Pneumatic. They have a unique spherical gear mechanism. So unlike a traditional flex head or a roto ratchet, the actual gear of the ratchet is ball-shaped to provide that wobble effect. You get about 15 degrees of movement in either direction, and the ratchet can, well, ratchet at any angle. These were only available for a short time before being discontinued. They came in both 3/8 and 1/4 inch varieties. I think the big negative on them is that ball gear is exposed. Dirt and grease can easily get up in that mechanism and bind it up. And if you try to oil that gear, that's just going to attract even more dirt. I want to take this one apart so we can see how it works. There's just a snap ring retainer here. And then the ball gear should just pop out. Here's a close-up of it. The gear doesn't look machined. It might be cast or sintered. It's a very unique design. Mine has some kind of a defect here. Here's a shot of the pawl in the ratchet head. It looks like a 6-tooth pawl. The pawl just rests on top of the selector lever. There's no spring inside. The selector then moves the pawl over to go forwards or reverse. It's a neat idea for sure. I've only ever used mine a couple of times. I don't really see much of an advantage over a regular flex head ratchet. Also, when you ratchet on these at the maximum angle, it just feels like the teeth are going to slip. Listen to the sound it makes here. And then when I angle it to the max, it just doesn't inspire confidence. I don't think the teeth are fully engaging on the pawl when it's at max angle. I can see why they discontinued these things. Once that mechanism gets dirty, it's going to jam up. So if you're like me and you collect odd tools, there's a few sellers selling these on eBay. I wouldn't pay too much for them though. They seem like more of a novelty tool. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to check out my channel for more videos. See you later. Bye.